out. So at this stage in the conversation, some of you guys are like, let me just ask you, how many guys are like, membership sounds pretty cool? Right? I think we've done a pretty good job, and we're a startup. Like, we haven't even started yet, right? So this will just get better and better and better and better, but there's extreme value in the membership. So at this stage in understanding, a lot of people are like, okay, I'm in, makes sense, 99 bucks a month, coins and credits, access, I'm gonna travel, right? And this will help you get that access, check more things off your list. It kind of gives you an excuse to do what you really want to do anyway, right? But I also know, and maybe not this room, but a lot of times in broader rooms, there's gonna be a lot of people that get here and go, Blake, this sounds awesome, but dude, I get one vacation week a year. Like, I'm struggling to pay my mortgage right now. You're talking about going to Bali, you know? So I understand that there's people out there that their current career path, right, either because of time or money is limited, and they may not be able to maximize the membership the way that they would like to. Okay? And again, I know that's not necessarily this room, but there's a lot of people like, I love this, but I'm stuck, man. I'm grinding right now. I'm barely keeping my head above water. We got those people covered as well, right? And that's where it gets into kind of the side gig opportunity, where someone can go out there, not just collect coins and credit, but actually earn cash. Earn what? Cash. Okay, so we've put together an entire side gig opportunity for people that want to go out there and promote and share to actually build an income, and it unlocks all the freedom, simplicity, right, flexibility, lifestyle, and this also, guys, takes advantage of a big trend today. How many of you guys are familiar with the gig economy, that word? We live in the gig economy, okay? Right now, everybody has a side gig. Everybody has a side hustle. It is a trend. 10 years ago, not a trend, okay? Some of us were in the industry 10 years ago. If you were doing something in addition to your job, your family and your friends were concerned about you, okay? Is everything okay? Okay at home? But today, opposite. Today, you don't want all your eggs in one what? Basket. You want multiple streams of income. Everybody has a side gig, right? You got brands exploding off of the gig economy. Uber, Airbnb, Etsy, eBay, everybody's doing this. We are taking advantage of the gig economy. We're putting together a side gig opportunity for people that want to go out there and make a little extra cash, live a little bit more, or rooms like this that want to see a big picture, right? And go out there and really change a lifestyle. And call me biased, I think it's a pretty good side gig, right? I'm not going to ask you to drive strangers around in your car. Right? You know, you don't have to have some weirdo stay in your extra bedroom. Like, you know, this is an Airbnb. Like, literally, the side gig is inspiring people to check things off their list. How many of you guys think that's a pretty good gig? Right? So that's the concept. For those that want to start a gig, they're not just members, they're called promoters. What do we call them? Promoters. Okay. So if someone wants to promote, there's a one-time startup cost of $3.99. Okay, in that $3.99, you get everything you need, including your VIP membership. Okay, so you don't have to pay this on top of. Okay, it's one price. Okay, $3.99 comes with your VIP membership and your activation. It's all covered. It's going to unlock an entire incentives program. I'm going to give you the concept here in a minute, and for those that are into details, we're going to dive into how this works today. Okay, it gives you the tools, technologies, websites, apps, back office tracking, the whole thing to manage your business from your phone or your computer. Okay, and other incentives where you can actually earn more coins, right, for sharing. Okay, so that's some of the advantages of being not a member, but we call this a what? Promoter. Okay, I want to give you the concept here. Okay, and we'll dive into details after we break. Okay, the concept is power of three. What's the number? Three. Okay, I'm going to address the question most people have in their mind, which is, okay, Blake, if I spend 400 bucks today, how quick can I get to profit? It's the right question. Okay, should be any question for a business, right? What's the startup cost? How do I get to profitable? Answer here is power three. So we get someone started. We want to help them go get 3 customer members and 3 promoters. Okay, 3 customers just using the platform to go live, and 3 promoters that also want to start a side gig. If you're tracking with me, say yes. Okay, in doing this, you're going to earn between $900 and $1,300 in coins, cash, and credit. Okay, not a bad side gig. You got started for $400. We took some simple action, and now we're between $900 and $1,300 in coins, cash, and credit. We want to help people get to profit within their first couple weeks. Okay, the breakdown, for those of you guys that want the breakdown, is here. Some of that is membership, commissions. If you're wondering why the difference between $900 and $1,300 comes down to this promotion, it's called the Rising Star Accelerator, which just means the faster you do it, the more you're going to make. Okay, if you do this in your first 30 days, how many days? We give you an extra 60 coins. That's a boatload of coins. It's almost an entire 2-day experience for free, just for doing this, okay? If you do it by your fourth Thursday, you get an extra $50 cash. Third Thursday, $100. Second Thursday, extra $200. That's the difference. Said simply, the faster you do it, the more money you make. If you get it, say, I got it. That's the whole business. Like the whole business is come in, right? Get started. How many customer members? Free. Now your membership is what? Free. How many promoter members? Right? You just made profit, and you got enough coins between what you got for hitting Rising Star and what you got for activating to go on an experience. Anything I mentioned for free in the next couple months. People go, well, you guys are crazy. No, we want you on the experience. Why do we want our promoters going to an epic experience like right away? Anybody? Because that's the whole business. All you do is you take the photos, you take the selfies, you take the video, you have a great time, and everybody else wants to be you. That's it. Right? And now, instead of just seeing you travel in the world because you are able to, now we actually have a platform that we can go say, you can be me and do this. Here's how. If you get it, say, I got it. Okay. So for those of you guys in this room, because I know this room needs to make a lot more than a couple $100 or free experiences, don't get me wrong, that's the whole business model. All we do is just help people do the same thing, right? So once we help someone get their 3, well, they're going to look at you and go, man, I want to go on an experience, so we help them get their 3. Very simple. We just replicate. So if we help 3 people do that last slide, that's called 3 bronzes, you'd move to what's called a silver. What's it called? Silver. Average income there is about $20,000 a year. It's not a bad side gig. I know this room has higher needs and standards, but like for the average person, if they're making an extra 20 grand a year in addition to what they're doing this a couple hours a week, that sure beats driving for Lyft. Like 20 grand a year will help a lot. If you have 3 people go to silver, you're a gold. Okay, golds make an average of $50,000 a year. 3 golds, you're a platinum, it's $100,000 a year. 3 platinums, you're a 3-star platinum, that's $500,000 a year. Okay. Later today, I'm going to break down how these numbers work for those that are interested. But conceptually, I want you guys to understand whether you want to get started, have some fun, go on free vacations, or you want a lifestyle shift, right? It is possible here. For those of you that are sitting going, how do we make that type of income off something so simple? Okay, I'll give you a very, very simple breakdown. Same hypothetical I just gave you. Power of how many? 3. I'm going to take one way we pay. There's a lot more, but I'm just going to break down one. Okay, this is a very simple concept. It's 5% commission or royalty. What percentage? 5. There are 8 levels of referral. How many levels of referral? 8. Okay, now the reason these numbers grow so quickly, 2 wealth principles. I'll get serious for 1 minute here. This was one of the first things I learned when I made that shift at 19, met mentors down in San Diego, started teaching me entrepreneurship. One of the first things I learned were these 2 principles. And when I understood this, it did not make sense to me to ever make money any other way. Leverage, residual, okay? Residual, we're in LA. A lot of you guys understand this one, right? Royalty. Do something once and get paid over and over and over and over for it. Well, how does that work here? Easy. It is a monthly membership. You refer a member how many times? Once. But they pay their membership every what? Month. So we pay you every what? Month. More members you refer, more money you make. Every what? Month. Residual, okay? Or royalty for the life of the member. Second one, though, is leverage. Leverage means it's not just you, right? Here, it's not just your efforts. You can build a team of promoters who build a team of promoters who build a team of promoters. They refer members. They get paid every what? Month, but so do you. Okay, so here's the math. I'm going to do it for you just so you can get it. It's the same hypothetical I showed you. 3 customers, right? 3 promoters, but just duplicated. So let's say you refer 3, they get their VIP at 5%, you're making $45 a month. They refer 3, 3 refer 3, that's 9. Okay, on your second level referral, you're making $178 a month. They refer 3, you're making $579. By your 4th level of referral, you got a comma in your monthly check, right? So now we're making $1,700 extra a month. Residual or royalty, not bad, but watch what happens. Let's go to 5th level, 6, 7, 8. We'll stop there, okay? 8 levels of referral, okay, times 5% is going to equal $146,000, almost $150,000. And that's not $150,000 a year. That's $150,000 a month. I know some of you guys are like, that's a good start. The answer is yes, right? It's just math, right? There is no cap on where this can go. I'm going to stop here. For some of you guys in the room, you've made this. There's people in the room that have made this in this industry. You're going to hear from some of them in a minute. Okay, so we know it's possible. For most people, they see these numbers and they go, yeah, right, not possible. All right, but the point is, it's just math. So like, if you take that number and you fail it by 90%, you still get 10% of it. It's still 15 grand a month. right? You totally jack this up. You fail it by 99%. You get 1% of the example. It's still $1,400 a month, right? So the point is, whatever you want to make of the program, right? It can really be an awesome side gig, spare time, part-time, full-time, or a career shift. If you get it, say, I got it. For those people that go through that and they go, well, Blake, it sounds great, but I've never done this before. I'm not an entrepreneur, not a good talker. You guys don't worry. This is what I've spent 19 years, and a lot of the leaders in the room have been in this industry longer, focusing on developing new entrepreneurs. You guys, what we do. Right? The systems are in place, the mentorship's in place, the training's in place, the tools are in place. We teach people how to do this. I'm not looking for people that know how to do this. I'm looking for people that believe in the vision, align with the mission, can recognize timing, and can get excited. Like they like it. Like I want to go help people check things off a list. The system is in place to teach you how, and it's super simple. It's super what? Simple. Okay, so you guys, that's a general overview on the company, the mission, where we're at, the membership platform and where it is today, how the side gig works conceptually, right? And at this point, it's just kind of like one of two options, right? There's the customer member, which is just someone that says, you know what, Blake, I'm fine financially, right? But I want to check things off the list, access, right? I don't want to think, have fun, that's all we're talking about here. Great, be a member, right? So you decide which one's best for you, access, premier, or VIP. The second bucket, obviously, is the bucket that says, wait a minute, you're telling me that you guys just put all this together at the end of last year? You're telling me that you had a team in this style of marketing that's done $2 billion across 16 countries in a category, guys, that's a lot smaller and a lot less potential than what we're talking about, and I'm sitting in a freaking living room right now, right, with the first few dozen people that even know this is going on. I know for most of you guys, that's why you're here, right? And that's kind of what today's about, is really finding people that can have a little bit of vision and have a little bit of faith, because at this stage it requires both, because we are new. They can say, man, I could get excited about this and want to help us lead, right, the communities over the next few months as we start to scale up our membership, right? And that's obviously what Promoter is all about. So hopefully that gives you guys a good essence of kind of why we're here, the mission we're on, kind of what we're about. And at the end of the day, I think you get kind of the higher level. I do believe what we're doing here is like the greatest gift that we could give. Like there's a lot of great products, there's a lot of great things you can sell, there's a lot of great things you can do, but like I don't believe there's a greater gift you can give to someone than something where at the end of the day, like you go way out and you get deep, like at the end of the day, someone looks back and goes, wow, that's my highlight reel, and a couple of those smiles that come into their mind are things that maybe you helped directly or indirectly create. Like, I don't think there's a better thing you can give to people than more of those moments that are worth remembering. And so we're on a mission to build a platform to inspire millions of people to go create more of those moments, because that's what life's about.